We've had a bit of a slump recently, and so it was really nice just to come together, especially with that game. Chicago is a big rival for us, and it was a really great time for everyone to just kind of start working together really well. We had people who were hitting shots, and defense was great, and I thought it was just a good game for kind of our game plan to sort of start getting into full effect, I would say.
It's UAA, so we always get excited to play. Obviously, Chicago's our rival. But it's also one game at a time, right? So when you get to focus that much we must have prepped for a week for that game. That's what was great about it, to see that whole week's worth of work come together in a big win. This year, obviously, Coach Henderson really wants us to be a defensive team. And so when you're a point guard, it's kind of new to learn how to take defensive stops and make them into offense, as opposed to just focusing on the offense. So I know at Chicago, we got a couple of turnovers, both in the paint and also in open court. That's huge. And, for me, it's definitely taken a minute to understand how to use those, whether it's long passes in transition or just being able to, take a turnover on defense and make it into a great shot on offense. That's definitely takes some work and some time, but it's starting to fit together now, and it's great to see.
Having point guards that are going to get you the ball, I mean, it'll make you work 10 times harder to get open, because I always say, like, I don't care if there's 5 people between me and Becca, like, the ball is coming. You just have to be ready for it, and so it's just all about getting the right position. And so my Becca makes my job really easy. I just have to find little gaps in between people, and she'll get me the ball every time. Yeah, like Becca said before, we take it one game at a time. Every team in the UAA is capable of beating every other team in the UAA. We all come in super competitively, and the biggest thing is really just focusing on each team, and we're really working on our defense and how we can be the most effective against these teams. And I think just sticking to the course. We put in a lot of work, and I think that it's kind of coming together in the UAA, and so hopefully we can just keep that rolling.
Anyone can beat anyone on any day is the greatest threat of the UAA, but that's also what makes it so exciting. We're going to step up for Emory. Emory's going to step up for us. Same goes for Rochester. That part absolutely never changes. But I think we're an incredibly deep team this year. Even having 3 freshmen in, major playing roles, I think a lot of teams in the UAA might look of that and say they don't necessarily know how to handle UAA play, and I think Chicago proved that that's not going to be an issue.